Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will be solving linear equations in two variable, exercise 4.3, question 5 to 8. Let's get started. So part 5, question 5 says, we need to identify which of these equations satisfy this graph and which of these equations satisfy this graph. Now the first one is clear that -1 and 1 are additive inverse, so are 1 and -1. So it can only be the second one. Let's try and verify one. I will get -1 plus 1, which will give me 0. Similarly, in this case, I will get 1 plus -1, which is equal to 0. So it is satisfied. Now in this one, let us try this equation now, because I can see if x is negative, y comes out to be positive. So let's try this one. So I get 3 is equal to minus of -1 plus 2, which will give me 3 is equal to 3. So it satisfies this point. Let us try this one, 2 comma 0. So I should get 0 is equal to -2 plus 2, which gives me 0 is equal to 0. So that means part 3 is the equation for this graph, and this is the equation for this graph. Moving to question number 6. Okay, so when we read the question, it is a relationship between the proportionality of the force applied and the distance traveled. Question 6, we can simply say let the distance we travel be x. So I will say x is the distance and y be the force we apply. So we will get something like this: y is directly proportional to x, which can be rewritten as there is a constant force of 5 units, which can be written as y is equal to 5x. So this is my equation. Now we can simply use the points given here. It says this is the distance traveled. So in the first part, we will get y is equal to 5 into 2, which is equal to 10. So the coordinates will become 2 comma 10. In the second part, y is equal to 5 into 0, which will give me y is equal to 0. So the coordinates become 0 comma 0. Now let us draw the graph for this. Graph will look like when we have drawn it using the coordinates 2 comma 10 and 0 comma 0. So this is our final graph. Question 7 says Yamini and Fatima are two students of class 9 who have together donated ₹100. So let us assume that Fatima has donated y rupees and Yamini has donated x rupees. So that means the equation is quite simple. We can simply write it as x plus y should give you 100, where this is the money each of them donated. Now in order to draw the graph, we can simply take 3 points. Let's draw the graph now. First coordinate is for x, the second is for y. So if x gave 0, it's obvious y would have given 100 rupees. And if x gave 50, y would have also given 50 rupees. If x gave the total 100, y gave 0. So now let us draw the graph for this. If we draw the graph, this is how our graph will look like. Over here we will have 0 comma 100, over here 50 comma 50, and over here 100 comma 0. Over here we will have 100 comma 0. Moving to the next question 8. It says draw the graph of the linear equation above using Celsius for x-axis, and for the y-axis we are going to use Fahrenheit. So we can simply draw the graph by using 2 coordinates for the first part. Let's take 2 coordinates for x and 2 for y. For x, first we would like to use 0. When I substitute 0 here, everything will become 0, so I will be left with 32. Now for the second part, I can simply do as C to be minus 10. There's a reason we can take that, because when I reduce this and this, I will be left with minus 18 plus 32, which will give me 14. So at minus 10, I get 14. Very easy to solve it. Now let us draw the graph for this. How the graph will look like. We can clearly see we have marked the points now over here. This is my first point where x was 0 and y was 32, where this is my C and this is my F. Similarly here we took C as minus 10 and F came out to be 14. Let's move on to the second part. For the second part, it says if the temperature is 32 degree Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? Now that's relatively easy. Wherever we have centigrade or Celsius, we will simply substitute the value. So I will get 9 upon 5 into 30 plus 32. This and this get reduced. Then I get 9 into 6, which is 54 plus 32, which gives me 86 degree Fahrenheit. So this is the answer for part 2. Moving to part 3. Let's try and fit it somewhere here. In part 3, if the temperature is 95 degree Fahrenheit, so I will simply get 95 is equal to 9 upon 5 into C plus 32. So this will go to the other side and subtract first. I will get 95 minus 32 is equal to 9 upon 5 into C. 95 minus 32 will give me 63. This will come here and become the reciprocal is equal to C. So this and this will get reduced. I will be left with C is equal to 35 degree Celsius. Moving to part 4, if the temperature is 0 degree, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? When x is 0, what do we get? When y is 0, what do we get? So let's get started on this. Now first is 0 degree Celsius. So we will get F is equal to 9 upon 5 into 0 plus 32, which we had solved earlier. So we will get 32 degree Fahrenheit. When F is 0, what do we get? Let's try. 32 will go to the other side. I will get minus 32 into 5 upon 9 is equal to C. Now as you can see, we cannot solve it. It will not give me a perfect answer, but it will come in a decimal. So the decimal will be minus 17.8. For part 5, F must be equal to C. So wherever I have F, I can substitute it as C. So I should get C is equal to 9 upon 5 into C plus 32. Again, this will go to the other side, or I can send this to the other side. It's up to me. So I would prefer sending this to the other side. I will get C minus 9 upon 5 C is equal to 32. I can take the LCM here. So I will get 5C minus 9C is equal to 32. The denominator is now common, so I can send it to the other side. So I will get minus 4C is equal to 160. So C is equal to minus 160 upon 4, which will simply give me as minus 40. So C is equal to minus 40 degree. So when C is minus 40 degree, F will also be minus 40 degree. So that's it for this exercise. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.